best known as the Meadowlands. EA Sports welcomes you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. So what lies in store for these teams this season? The talking's done. We're about to find out. It's week 1, and off we go on EA Sports. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Daniels. He's going to air one out right away. Javon Holland, tight coverage, and he's able to break that one up. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. This is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. The Commanders set to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tracy. Oh, hello. He is stopped in his tracks on that one. They made sure that return was not going any farther. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. With some success here early on the ground, we'll look at things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Johnny Newton there on the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff. Oh, a wrinkle. Here comes a reverse. 17 yards, the gain there. 1st down, Giants. He'll work forward for a couple. Ron Payne there for the stop. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. The Commanders come up with it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
Can't ask for much more. 22 yards on the first play of the drive. Daniels now going to look to throw. Got a man left side. It's caught. 2 plays, 2 nice pickups to start the drive. This one a gain of 18.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take...
And he's in! Perry, Flurry, touchdown, Washington. Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Commanders have their first lead of the new year. They're up 7-0 here in the season opener. $7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. He's got room past the 30. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. First and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's to the sideline. Taken in by Johnson. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
Downfield, that's Hyatt. He's got it. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New York.
And this is what good offenses in the NFL do, Mike. It's the ability to bounce back. Even if the onset of the game doesn't go exactly according to plan, everybody wants to take their opening possession and go down there and come away with a touchdown. But it's not always going to be perfect. You turn it over on possession 1. What are you going to do in response on possession 2? Well, we just got our answer, and they took it down for 6.
We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Daniel. He'll get rid of it and complete it. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down. Putting the tight end in motion. On 1st down, it's Robinson. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. To throw is Daniel. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked up by Bobby Okereke.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
It's 1st down, and they'll run. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
Back to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way.
Take a look at his eyes. You can see the quarterback clearly going through all of his progressions, and he's quick to realize there's nowhere to go with this ball. He makes the right decision and gets out of there, picks up some good yardage, and gets down on the ground.
And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 3rd and 4.
So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a 1st down. Handoff here. Up the middle. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. Second down and 8. He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to get away, and he's going to go down.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells you, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not going anywhere. Stuffed behind the line. They have turned it over on down.
So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs. They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
On 3rd down, they'll throw with Daniel. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Commanders 1st down. To the air again is Daniels. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field, and not only to make that catch, but to do it laying out. That's a big-time play to secure that one.
They're trying to use that size to push forward, but it's not going to work. Defense strong up front. They're going to get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing again. Daniel. Throwing right sideline and complete. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
He's got it at the 7, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. Gay to add the PAT. He knocks it through, and the Commanders will move out to a 14-7 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. On the return, it is Tyrone Tracy. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. First and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. This one is hauled in by Daniel Bellinger. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
That is caught. It's Robinson. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Left side in the hands of Neighbors.
Just take what the defense is giving you, and you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, pitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back with more on this opening week after this. Motion man is Hyatt. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. First down throw there is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
So the ball's still at the 8-yard line for second down and goal. Now a give up the middle. Stop at the 6, and that sets up third and goal. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half. Play 7 of the drive coming up, and it's third and goal. They'll look to throw. He pulls it in around the 5. And he'll get this inside the 5, but no further. Great job by the defense. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
On fourth down, the veteran Rmb for the Giants field goal try. This about as short as you can get. Gano's kick is good. And the Giants are back within 4 at 14-10.
Yeah, he does a nice job handling that kick there, but I think offensively, you come back to the sideline and you're thinking, we have to find a way to finish these drives. I mean, to be in first and goal and settle for 3, that can be very deflating for an offense settling for too many field goals.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They'll go play action here with Daniels. That one complete to Brian Robinson.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Daniels to throw on second down. This is caught down that right sideline. It's a gain of 19 in the air. First down, Washington. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's to the right side, and it's Sinnott. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
So the hope is when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for.
That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Dane Belcher.
Every once in a while, Mike, you see a quarterback predetermined before the snap where they're going to go with the ball, and I think that was the case here. He told himself, I'm throwing the ball to him no matter what, and it ends up being a costly mistake.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So as halftime looms, Mike, they have to find a way to capitalize on this drive right here and make sure they end the half with some sort of points. Now, that incompletion, not ideal, but at the very least it stops the clock. Catch your breath, get back in the huddle, and this next play, it's got to be a gotta-have-it best play call.
Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. Here is Rmb to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So we've reached halftime here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. As we get you to Orlando, say hello to my old pal, Jonathan Coachman, with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, Thank you, both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up, certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment. And he had no...
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the safety, Percy Butler. And the Commanders will take over possession here at the 44.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
And he proves tough to bring down. Good running across midfield. A gain of 8 that time. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Daniel. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. Ryan Burns, the former Panther, in there for the sack.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
Give him 14 on that one. Good for a Commanders first down.
A gain of 14.
On the give, it's Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Quick throw here is complete. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Robinson.
I think the decision of whether or not you kick the field goal or keep your offense on the field, Mike, comes down to, do you have a play on your call sheet you love? Do you have a critical down, 4th down play that you know is going to work? Because if you do, now's the time to dial it up, be aggressive, and extend this drive.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. He's got his tight end. That's Sinnott. And he's in. Ben Sinnott. Touchdown, Washington. Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders extend the lead to 8. It's 21-13. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Tracy now to return it. Oh, nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing now from the gun. That's taken in. What a catch by Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes.
They'll look to throw again. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. His 2nd catch of the drive. This one good for 15 and a first down.
With wide receivers, I think we spend so much time talking about their speed and their route running, and of course that's critical, but the ability to not only catch the ball, but to concentrate on the bad throws. We used to have a saying, you get paid to catch the bad ones, and saw a great example of it here, laying out, going down to get this ball, holding on through contact with the ground, and it's a big-time play. For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
They'll look to throw yet again. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
I think their sideline celebrated just a little prematurely, because if you look closer, Mike, it's pretty clear. The receiver did not possess the ball while having both feet in bounds. Missed opportunity there, incomplete.
To the air one more time. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan. And then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the 2nd phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man. And it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air, and truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This one will be from 37 yards out. 3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Giants are back within 5.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He'll take it in at the goal line. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And now for a second time, he loses the football.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback. Get into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's 2nd and 9. The motion man here is McClure. Finding space at the 40. He's inside the 35. And he will score. Terry McLaurin. Touchdown, Commanders. That his 2nd touchdown now here in the season opener. So they come up with a long touchdown on the little short pass. Greg, the quarterbacks love those pop passes, especially when they end up in the end zone.
Mike, you're well aware of the phrase in golf that there's no pictures on a scorecard. Or in this case, there's no pictures on a box score. Because it doesn't matter if you throw it 1 yard or 50. You get credit for it all. In this case, he'll take credit for the touchdown.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. And that is incomplete.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I wouldn't be surprised if they continue.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. A gain there of 23 yards. That's good for a Giants 1st down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He'll tuck it and take off.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
He'll look to throw. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
At the 19-yard line.
Back to throw. This one is caught by Robinson. And the Giants are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is what the offense needed. Now, after that last completion, you still trail here in the fourth quarter. You need scores, and you need scores fast, so they cannot take their time. I wouldn't be surprised to get them right back up on the line of scrimmage and try to score.
And he will score! Game on! Touchdown, Giants. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Extra point by Gano is up and good. And the Giants have cut the deficit to 5. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. The return team gonna let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And that one is closed down in the backfield. What a defensive play. Knifing in, dropping him for the loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making...
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And the Giants will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Neighbors. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, what a pressure there. He can't get a throw away, and he's taken down.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
Over the middle, that's the tight end, Johnson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. And that would be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
They'll run with Robinson, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Throwing on 2nd down. Daniel. Big opening up the middle. Still on his feet. And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Gay to add the PAT. He's got it. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A short one taken at the 10. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark. Just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this.
And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil.
Intercepted by Washington. The Commanders take over 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the handoff, it's Robinson. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders.